Are you ready for a quick tutorial on the prepositional pronouns in Spanish? Hi, I'm Mafalda from BaseLang, and today I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about prepositional pronouns. But before we get started, BaseLang has hundreds of experienced Spanish teachers available 7 days a week to give our students private one-on-one classes via Zoom with unlimited access for a flat rate. So if you want to learn how to speak Spanish with confidence, don't forget to check it out. Now, let's learn what prepositional pronouns are, how to use them, and some important exceptions. It's actually pretty easy since there are just 2 unique prepositional pronouns in Spanish. So let's dive in and see how they work. First of all, what are prepositional pronouns? You're surely familiar with the subject pronouns like yo, tú, él, and ella in Spanish, which in English are I, you, he, she, and so on. Well, just like in English, where you change the pronoun after a preposition, we do the same thing in Spanish. You don't say I'm across from she or he's next to I, right? You'd say I'm across from her and he's next to me. You're using prepositional pronouns. Well, I have good news. You only need to learn 2 prepositional pronouns in Spanish. All the rest just use the same subject pronouns you already know. Only yo and tú have unique prepositional pronouns, mi and ti. So when do we use these pronouns in Spanish? Well, just like in English, we use them after most prepositions. Do you remember what prepositions are? They're the little words that help us describe the location of one thing to another, like in front of, next to, from, or with. Let's see some of the most common prepositions in Spanish that trigger these pronouns. Remember, the translations aren't always exact. Enfrente de, detrás, debajo, encima, dentro de, a través de, al lado de, en, sobre, a, de, por, para, con, sin. Whenever we have a pronoun after any of these Spanish prepositions, we need to use the prepositional pronouns. Let's see a few examples. Esas dos personas trabajan para mí. Those 2 people are working for me. El regalo es para mí. The present is for me. Mi mamá siempre habla de ti. My mom always talks about you. Remember that if the pronoun is for anyone other than yo or tú, we can just use the Spanish subject pronouns here. El regalo es para nosotros. The present is for us. Mi mamá siempre habla de él. My mom always talks about him. Are there any exceptions you need to know about? Yes! There are 7 Spanish prepositions that don't follow this rule, so you'll need to use yo and tú after them instead. Let's see the full list. Entre, excepto, hasta, incluso, menos, salvo, según. These are the only exceptions. For all other prepositions in Spanish, you'll need to use mi and ti. Let's see a few examples with these exceptions where we use yo and tú instead. El problema es entre tú y yo. The problem is between you and me. Todo el mundo irá a la reunión excepto tú y ellos. Everyone will attend the meeting except for you and them. Todo el mundo la estaba pasando genial a la fiesta, salvo yo. Everyone was having a blast at the party except me. Is there anything else to know about the prepositional pronouns in Spanish? Well, have you ever heard the words conmigo and contigo? These 2 are special cases where we basically combine the preposition with the pronoun into peppy new words, conmigo and contigo. When do we use them? Whenever we use the preposition con, meaning with, followed by ni or ti. Let's see some examples. ¿Quieres bailar conmigo? Do you want to dance with me? Ellos irán a Panamá contigo. They will go to Panama with you. That's it. Now you know how to use the prepositional pronouns in Spanish. Fortunately for you, there are just 2 of them in Spanish that are different from the subject pronouns. Me instead of yo, and ti instead of tú. We use them after nearly every preposition in Spanish, except for a few exceptions. There's also the special case of conmigo and contigo for saying with me and with you. For an even more detailed lesson, check out our blog post on prepositional pronouns in the link below. And if you're serious about learning Spanish, why not try out BaseLang, where you have unlimited access to one-on-one Spanish teachers for a flat rate. It's just $1 for your first week. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel to see our upcoming lessons. Nos vemos en la próxima.